A lot of you have mortgage renewals coming up, and those buyers out there are going to have to make some decisions pretty soon on what they're going to do. So what does 0.5% reduction by the Bank of Canada mean in dollars and cents to you? Half a basis point or half a percentage on a $100,000 mortgage means about $28 a month. So if your mortgage is $1 million, all right, it's a saving of about $280 a month in interest. So it's real and it's significant. What does that mean from you in terms of how you're going to choose? Well, this is very, very relevant to me because I recently had to make this decision. In fact, I had to make this decision on a property that I own in June, and I just had to make one last week, December 1st. What did I decide to do? Well, I decided on two different tacks. In June, I was fairly confident that the Bank of Canada was going to continue to reduce rates, all right? And therefore, I would benefit, okay, by delaying or taking a variable mortgage. And that's what I decided to do. My variable mortgage was prime rate plus a premium. And as prime rate started to drop down, my mortgage got cheaper and cheaper. Or I paid the exact same and I paid out more and more principal. Your choice. But either way, it's a win-win. So that was a very clear decision for me in June because I was very much convinced that Bank of Canada would continue to reduce rates and I would benefit from that over the course of the next 5 years. The December 1 decision wasn't so obvious. First of all, this is a big mortgage, okay? And it's an income property, which means I have a set amount of income coming in. And I needed to try to optimize my profit from this property. So I wanted to go with something that was very certain, okay? I didn't like the idea of my rates going up and down while my rent stayed the exact same. Looking at the market, I felt quite confident that we might get a couple of more reductions, but I was very nervous about the tail end of a longer mortgage, say years 3, years 4, and years 5, given the president-elect's policy on tariffs. Donald Trump has said that he is going to apply big-time tariffs across the board, across Canada. Tariffs are inflationary, and the only way to fight inflation is to raise interest rates. That's what we saw happen 4 years ago. They started jacking up the interest rates after we dumped a huge amount of money into the system because of the pandemic. And what happened? We fought off the inflation, but many, many, many people suffered as a result of that increased cost of borrowing, me included. So I'm very nervous about that. So what I opted for was a kind of reduced middle term mortgage. It's a fixed mortgage, but it's only for 3 years. This will take out some of the benefits of these reductions that are likely to happen over the next 2 or 3 quarters, but it also hedges me against the rise of inflation from year 2 and year 3. If you want to discuss mortgages with me, reach out anytime. I'm happy to share. Take care, folks.